Well, Val Kilmer came and went, but his wasn't the only movie shot in Grand Rapids recently.
Yeah, in fact, one feature-length film will premiere in West Michigan this week. Tim Doty joins us from the Dog Story Theater in Grand Rapids. Good morning, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Good morning, guys. We were here for a Tuna Christmas back in December. That's where I wore the dress and the bra. Certainly you remember that. Well, that's when we found out about the movie Rita and Velvet Dan Save the World. Yeah, we had Val Kilmer here. Detroit had Clint Eastwood playing the role of director and actor. Well, we have our own double, triple, quadruple threat right here in West Michigan. And his name is Dan Felicki.
Oh, the bearer of this particular super suit calls upon the power of 10 poodles.
Everything that I record, it's all basically improv, so nothing is scripted in this movie whatsoever. I mean, these two are improvisational geniuses, and they've been doing these characters for years. It's like where I can't tell them what to do or what to say. They have to say it as the characters. So we'll probably write the screenplay after this movie's officially edited. And hold that position, hold that position, hold that position. We're just going for cheese, We're going for Power Rangers-ish kind of special effects here. But all the sounds that you hear, it all starts with a silent film. I had to go on the internet and also make my own sounds for the movie itself, too. Even their voices. My official title?
Editor slash
boom mic operator, I guess. Director, producer, writer, co-writer. Grip. For your cater once.
Yeah. And how much of it did you know how to do ahead of time?
Not much at all. This is my first movie that I'm ever making.
Show us the camera.
Hey, it's a Sony, too.
Yeah, that's impressive stuff. Okay.
Guy that once said, it's if you buy the expensive software, you're only going to use $100 worth of it. So,
and this is like $100 software,
This is $100 software, yep. Everything that I'm using for this movie, for this full, probably 100-minute movie, is all done on Sony Vegas.
Wow.
Again, yeah, the movie seems to be going slow, but it's like when you put music in there, it's like oh my gosh, it's fast. It's a movie now.
And kind of in the realms of an 80s fantasy type music, think like Masters of the Universe, Legend.
Nice.
Labyrinth. So it just adds that element.
There you go. That
fantasy element.
There.
So yeah, probably more of that in there. As like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out.
So did this whet your appetite? You want to do it again? You want to do another one?
Maybe next year. I don't know.
The world premiere is right here at the Dog Story Theater on Thursday, 8 o'clock. It is $9 for a ticket. The note here says bring refreshments, so read into that whatever you want. We'll have a link on our website to the Dog Story Theater website. They will have a link to our website. So a nice little cross-promotion there if you want to come on out. The budget, guys, we are told, since the computer and the camera were already purchased, the budget, $60 for this movie.
Wow.
It makes Ed Burns look like George Lucas in terms of staying on the budget. My gosh, that's impressive.
All right, thanks, Doty. Well, maybe Michigan is the Hollywood of the Midwest, and Tim Doty is talking movie making this morning in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, not a lot of script writing for this particular feature, though, right, Tim?
That is right, Tracy. Remember in the last segment, Dan, the writer, producer, director, editor, grip, etc., said that it's improv. They do have a beginning, a middle, and an end, but everything else is fleshed in by the actors. Rita and Velvet Dan are the characters. So how do they know what to say? Well, they've been doing these characters for quite a while.
Upon the power of 10 barons.
Good.
Yeah, she's actually been doing hers since she was 16.
Yeah, I created Rita when I was 16, waiting in line to see 98 Degrees, or to meet 98 Degrees at Media Play with my friends. And we noticed that the hardcore fans were all like middle-aged women who look like that.
I came up with I used to do like Will Ferrell's impression of Harry Carey all the time, and I didn't want to do just impressions that he did. If you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself?
You have 4 or 5 points you want to get across, and the rest you guys just wing it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how we write skits too. We have starting point, a middle, and an end, and it's just improv from piece to piece. And we get the job done.
Is it trust? Do you have to trust that he's going to follow wherever you're going?
Oh, definitely. I trust Phil completely.
But we totally break the rules of traditional improvisational acting. I mean, the first rule is yes, and you're supposed to agree with everybody. But there's a lot of times on stage where I'll ask her a question, I'm trying to lead it somewhere, and she'll go, no.
Yep. Yeah.
And then everything just stops, and we just look upward at each other. But
So do you ever do it just to mess with him?
Oh, definitely. In our show on Mondays, we always try to make each other laugh and to ruin. We constantly try to sabotage each other.
And this is the prop room here. This is everything. Did you go to Goodwill, Salvation Army? I mean, where did
these?
Obviously, the shin pads and the shoulder pads.
These ones are from Dollar Store.
Dollar Tree, I believe. The good one.
There's from the Dollar Store.
This is from the Dollar Store. It came with a walkie-talkie.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yeah. You've done that every time before in it. So.
Not for the news.
Yeah.
Seemed a little exasperated there when he did that to her. You mentioned, you heard them mention in their show, there is a Rita and Velvet Dan show on Monday nights that's improv, so they get a lot of practice there. It's at the Dog Story Theater, dogstorytheater.com. We will put that on our website if you want to check it out. The movie, Rita and Velvet Dan Save the World, premieres Thursday, 8 o'clock. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It will be at night. There is a matinee on Sunday if you want to check that out. Guys?
Yeah, she seemed a little exasperated by his...
She's used to it, though. She said that he does it every time.
Exactly.
So she's prepared for his antics. Tim Doty is not only talking about movie making, he's actually playing a role in the film.
Is this role going to be a stretch for you, Tim, or no?
No, the role is not a stretch. If you've been watching closely in the earlier segments, you notice I was wearing a tie, which is something I don't do ever anymore, but I needed to because I had to play the role of reporter. We decided we were going to shoot the story on the making of the movie, and then it just came about that, hey, we need a TV reporter in it, so clearly I was the best candidate for that role. So here's my motivation and my performance in Rita and Velvet Dan Save the World.
Come around the corner, we're just going to, fake the scene later on of you guys jumping out of the door because the necks are supposed to explode. So anyway, how about this? It could be like a real creepy moment. Like, they come around the corner, and there you are just standing there with this weird grin on your face in the distance, and you guys are like, huh? It's a weird, eerie moment when they come around the corner, and like, there you are, alone, and you're just holding the mic and ready to go. So yeah, it'll be fun. All right, so I guess we could do it like on the side of this building or something, so it's all brick and there's like no cars. Okay, when I say go, stand right there. Run as fast as you can to them.
Okay. And ask them. They defeated who?
Polyester Smith. You say, actually, you could just say it's like, you just saved the world. How do you feel? Like, I'm Flint Forrest from some news. You just saved the world. Okay. How do you feel? That's fine.
Want me to go a little slower so you don't fall?
No, that's fine. Run directly at me. Go.
Good. Rita and Velvet Dan, Flint Forrest from the local news. You just saved the world.
And stop and do one of these numbers like you just done run up to the camera. Okay.
Rita and Velvet Dan, Flint Forrest from the local news. You just saved the world. How do you feel?
Go.
Back to you. Have it, guys. Now the real question, Phil, did I actually make the movie?
Yeah.
I'm actually in the film.
Yeah.
I did not end up on the cutting room floor, guys. And, the question is, do you play it straight, as I play it straight every day, or do you play it as the TV reporter in a TV show or a movie? Clearly, we went that direction in that one. And you notice that there really wasn't any microphone on the camera that Dan was using. Everything was looped later on, as we pointed out in the first segment. You just match it up with what you said, so it really is a silent film that then the audio gets added later.
I wonder if there's going to be like a Christian Bale type unedited tape that's going to come out later.
Is there a 3-minute rant that we don't know about?
There is a director's cut. It will be, that's in the Saugatuck Film Festival, right? Or is that in the other one? In the SMARF Film Festival. It will be in Saugatuck, though. The SMARF Film Festival, it premieres here at the Dog Story Theater on Thursday. It runs through Sunday if you want to check it out. Tickets are $9. We'll have a link on our website to their website.